Mic on.
Hey, thank you. I just realized I had my mic still on.
Mic feedback on.
So how you doing? Where, where's the fun in that? I know work comes first, but you gotta cause some trouble now and again just to have some fun. Okay, I'll be the first to tell you that yes, it will indeed interfere with your Factorio addiction. This game, I'll be honest, I played Factorio for a long time, until I saw this, and it just, I'm an Arc fan too, so this kind of like was the best of both worlds, you know, versus a top-down. This was first person. I was like, oh yeah. My next goal is to try to get this to work with the Oculus. I'm sure I'll probably be puking everywhere, but from the motion sickness. But I think it would be a neat little addition to this. Yeah, but it's worth a shot. I'm addicted to virtual reality now too, so I just picked up the Oculus S, the Rift S. And then my work purchased an Oculus Quest for testing purposes. Of course, I use quotation marks around testing purposes. So, but it's actually pretty good. If it had the capability of using controllers like my HOTAS for flight sims, I probably would have went with the Quest because it's just as good as the S, with the added benefit of it being cordless. What the hell was I doing? Oh yeah. Yeah, this game is intense. I absolutely love this game. So, if you like Factorio, you are going to absolutely enjoy this game. I mean, I just built the train system last night, and this is incredible. It opens the terrain immensely. The nice thing is after I set up a warehouse down here, I should be able to start the train to auto bring, because I have a iron mine over here that just pumps out ingots and steel. I can have them automatically run and pick up the steel from down here and bring it back to the other base. Yeah, you'll have more than that if you play this game. It's pretty awesome, and they keep building new things into the game, like the nuclear and the train systems. That's all brand new. And it totally just, this game is just badass. It really is. They do need to make it a little more like a base defense, like in Factorio, where you got the creatures that come at you. This has creatures guarding resources, so you'll find like power slugs that'll have a a, I don't know what the hell they're called, a creature that spits fire and one that charges you, and they'll be defending them. But they're not hard to kill at all. And now that I've got the gun, it makes it easier to kill them long range. But what I'd like to see is more like Factorio, where you have to build walls and you got turrets. I think that would be a lot of fun. Where the hell is that train going? heck? I think it rolled down the hill. What the hell? One bug I did find already is that trains don't care about the ground, so you can actually run a track through the ground. Yeah, I'm not going to deny it. I've been run over already. Yeah, it does kill you. Yeah, the train, though, does have a major sense of weight, because when you press on the brakes, it takes forever to slow down. So I've got it set up right now. That's a freight station right there. Oh, this game is totally worth it. I think I bought it, God, almost a year ago? I was a little disappointed with it at first, but with the developers, they're constantly updating the game, adding new content. They're actually taking requests too, so if you come up with ideas, they just tell you to go to the feedback and give it to them. And I've suggested a ton of things, and I think 2 of them, like I suggested nuclear power, but I'm sure I'm not the only one that did it. And about 4 or 5 months later, we had nuclear plants and uranium. I finally found a uranium deposit way out that way to the west. Alright, so what I'm trying to do right now is I'm getting tired of making computers. So I've got all these pieces being built automatically. I just have to pipe them up here now. Circuit boards I've got right there. Yeah, and I love these conveyors. Conveyors are fantastic. Let's see, what else do I need? Circuits, cables, plastic, and screws. Okay. Screws are right here, I believe. Yes. Yeah, if you play it, I mean, you'll be addicted. There's no doubt about that. This is a fantastic game, especially for it being an early release. Cable. Yeah, without a doubt, this is a fantastic game. I would not be surprised if you start seeing articles about this being like Game of the Year or something like that when they're finally in release. This is, I'm stunned at how good it is. Wrong direction. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Damn. Gonna have to make some modifications here. It's gonna be a rat's nest, but I'm gonna do it anyways. That still might be too steep. Oh. There's 3 out of 4. Wait a minute. Plastic too? This part's gonna suck. Yeah, it's definitely Factorio spaghetti. I mean, we've got all this down here. I've got all of this up here. Oh, if you do get it, one trick. Use upper conveyors. Like I have 3 storage facilities here, and they each hold 8 times 6 worth of rows of items. Well, you can have them feed into each other on one side, and then feed back down to the other. So that way all of the crates feed from the top down, so if you ever take them from the bottom, everything shifts from the top down. It was a trick I figured out while I was playing this past couple days. That's why you see all those upper and lower conveyors moving. It's because they're constantly feeding back and forth into each other until they're full. But the bottom one will always remain full. Yeah, I can agree with that, but I would not say it's anything like No Man's Sky, simply because No Man's Sky was such a big failure. But they did redeem themselves a little bit at the end. Oh yeah, conveyor belts as transportation too is essential. So just to give you an example here, I ran. Oh wait, it's over here. That's right. I got tired of running back and forth from one base to another, so I just made a straight up conveyor belt. So then you just run. I could sit here and just look around. It'll take me all the way to this base and back. It's definitely much faster. And these are only, I think, tier 3 conveyors. I have tier 4s right now. This is the only place where I have Caterium, or Caterium? I don't know what it is. But this is the only place I found it so far. And why the hell is it stoned up again? So I have 5 crates of this Caterium feeding into this smelter, which looks like everything's backed up, probably because, let's see, those are all ingots, probably because these are full. Yep. So So I have a ton of those. So now I've got to create a freight section here. So the freight platforms are pretty nice. You can set the trains to just automatically do rotations. Let's see. And it'll just go round and round, picking up the freight and bringing it to wherever we want it to drop off at. Let's see. I've got a ton of coal plants quite a ways off in the distance back there, right next to a coal mine. Then there's another one over there in the distance. You can see the smoke. But I have all my wires running from each so that it populates everything, or it powers everything. There we go. Yeah, I can't praise this game enough. This is really just a ton of fun, and I've spent, God, hundreds of hours so far. Let's see. Well, I could run that. Output or input? No, that was output. Done. Now it should start pumping over Caterium. Or quick wire, I mean. Why is it not pushing quick wire? Oh, because it's not full. Alright, why is that not working? There we go. Now it's going to take all the quick, whatever the hell this is, quick wire. And it's going to push it all the way to the top, which is now feeding into the freight. And this one's going to load everything. Alright, so haven't really figured out tables yet. I'm not sure how this works. So I think it's running. Well, we'll soon find out. And of course I've got my conveyor so I can take the ride back. So that thing you see glowing right there on top of the rock is a power slug. But those little bulbous things you see on the bottom, they spew out green toxic fumes, so you can't use them. There's the fumes. So I have to build a breathing apparatus in order to get it, and I'm not really ready to spend those kind of resources on it. Yeah, if you end up getting Satisfactory, you gotta let me know how you like it, because yeah, you have no idea. But like I said, man, it's totally worth it. And if you do get it, let me know what you think, because I always tell people this is a fun game, but you know how it goes. Sometimes it's fun for us, it may not be fun for someone else. Jesus. I would have loved to have seen that. Mine was not anywhere near that powerful. I did have a lot of fun having to make the conveyors and the spaghetti, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's just going to stop at that main base. Not gonna do anything. Okay. Like I said, I still haven't figured out. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now it should take off. Or not. Unable to reach next stop. What the hell? See, it's still a little buggy. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to... Damn. That's a big repair if I have to take that one down. Oh yeah, I gotta get back to the plastic. So I don't know if you do it or not, but I get sidetracked all the time. There we go, she's pumping out computers now. These are the pain in the butt bees you need. There's a lot of them. That would be awesome. I would definitely love to. I would definitely love a copy of that base just to see how it works. So you still playing WoW at all? Oh, that's okay, as that game definitely could use some mods. Mods definitely gave it a better flavor. Yeah, Trish, I don't remember if you remember Alkaya. She's still playing. In fact, she's sitting behind me still playing. She's all geeking over the new pets and the new mounts and stuff. But I tried playing again and I'm like, yeah, it's just not the same. Black Desert Online. What is that? What kind of game is that? I'd be willing to play a new game. Oh, Black Desert Online, huh? Give me a second here. I'm gonna look that one up because it sounds familiar. Oh, this is a Japanime game, right? See, I don't know. Something about Japanimation games, like, they creep me out a little bit. Don't know why. But it's free, right? So I'll give it a shot. Yeah, I'll message you on Facebook as soon as I install it. I'll install it this weekend. Looks neat. Might be able to get Trish to play it too. She's been wanting me to get back into WoW, but I'm like, I tried it for a little while and it's just, I just can't, I can't do it. Aaron says hi. Aaron, I don't remember his in-game, Aaron Peterson and his wife. Remember, we've got them on Facebook, but I don't remember what their in-game characters were. What was your in-game character? Oh, Packerel in Silver? Yeah. I've got him on Facebook. You do too. Huh? No, he said they haven't played in 2 years. Do what? Yeah, you guys played Legion, didn't you? Well, it's been 2 years, hon. I don't know if they played Legion. It's been about... I quit over 2 years ago, didn't I? Oh. He said he tried Legion, but his wife got farther than he did. Yeah, I couldn't do it. It's too much grinding. I don't remember. What character were you? You were Paladin, right? Or was it? I think it was his wife was the Paladin. He said he played just about everything. Wow, these graphics look good. Huh. He's playing Black Desert Online. It's a free MMO. Or maybe it's not free, but free to try. She said she won't give up WoW. I don't understand why she likes it so much. See, now Final Fantasy I won't play. I'm anti-Final Fantasy. My oldest son plays it a lot, but I can't stand it. Oh yeah, I gotta build that crate. Yeah, but I don't know. Again, it's one of those games that kind of irritated me. Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy, hun. I don't know. It just did. It was a love-hate relationship. Oh, damn it. Did I want to make that many? Oh, that's gonna drain all my plastic, but... See, that's what killed me for WoW, is the grindy. I know. I mean, technically this is... I know, I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say technically this game's grindy as well. But it is what it is. Yeah, WoW is... They brought back factions, so you have to have faction rep. That killed me. I'm like, I'm not doing faction reps again. No, not to this extent. I know. I don't like it. Yeah, that's the other thing. Aaron just mentioned that. It's per character for all factions. When did they change that? So she's saying it's account wide now for flying. So if you get the rep on one character and get flying, all characters get flying. I guess that would be a little better, but it's still too little too late. If you do end up getting this game, Aaron, let me know, and we'll you can jump on with me and help me out. Even though I'm pretty advanced, I've got, I think this is tier 6. Help him what? Well, no, half the fun is starting from the beginning. I mean, I would start a new server with you, Aaron, if you wanted to. this one, yeah, this is pretty advanced. This is tier 6 of 8 right now, but they continually add more. Shoot, Trish wants to know if you're gonna play classic. He says nope. See, I'm not interested in it either. Classic was just as bad. Yeah, it was. Oh, I played the beta. It was awful. I still like Diablo 3 though. I'll play that occasionally. And I do play Hearthstone now and again. Oh god, I'm eating through circuit boards. Yeah, the first time I played WoW was beta. I got accepted to the open beta. Or the closed beta, excuse me. Oh, almost fell off. And it was bad. It was horrendous. But it was still better than most of the games that were out at that time. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've got, oh god, I don't know how many years. How old is WoW now, hun? 16th year? 15 years. I would have taken the statue. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, you should look into getting this game. Factorio was good, but this is better. It's a bit more challenging too, in my opinion. Like, this is my buddy Luke, he plays. That's his character. When you log out, you just kind of stand there. Oh, another cool part is you can make a GPS track for all the vehicles, and they'll do the same thing as the train, is they'll follow that track, but this is a non-placement, it's just GPS coordinates. It'll drive to the other truck station, wherever it is, and bring whatever's located there over to another truck station, and just constantly shift resources back and forth. This one can go away. Yeah, my original base was like right here, and I've since overgrown. These are steel ingots all coming from this base over here. Just, you know, resistance is futile. And then this is where my power stations are. So I have all my coal plants. All those smokestacks are coal plants. This is my gunpowder generation. And then I thought I was making, I guess I'm not. So I'm taking coal and sulfur and turning it into, yeah, turning it into gunpowder. And every one of these crates is full, because then you can create cartridges for your gun. So my coal mine is all the way up there, and it feeds down here. Of course, there's more spaghetti. And then I have a sulfur mine. That is coming from way over there. See how it's coming around that ledge right there? It goes all the way back to around and there. And there's different biomes and such. Makes it pretty interesting. But this game is fun, man. You know, if I were to say, you would probably spend twice the amount of time in this than you did in Factorio. Yes, they do. So this particular belt that I use, it uses steel. Well, here I'll show you the first one. So this one just uses iron plates, which is like the second resource you can build. No, it's actually pretty straightforward. Let me show you, because everything kind of like multiplies as you build up. So you can't build steel right away. You have to build the different tiers, and then you get different resources. Like my resources right now, I have all these. So I have 7 resources I can find right now. But there's several I haven't found. Like I haven't found uranium. I haven't found bauxite. There's another one called something SAM metal, SAM metal. And then they've got a bunch of artifacts and stuff scattered throughout the world that they still haven't given abilities to. So your scanner, like I just did a scan for Caterium, it'll show up on my screen where they're populating. So like right there's one. I just did coal, so you should find that coal, yep, right there. And then there's another one over that way, 605 meters away. And that's how you find them. But as you open those tiers, you get more resources to find. Oh, and apparently there's another one over there at 1600 meters. Oh, and another one over there at 257 meters. So yeah, the investment's not that bad. In the beginning, it's literally iron stuff. And then, let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Right now? Yeah, I'm up for it. So this is like the basic stuff right here. You find an iron mine, you drop a mine on it, and it just starts pumping out ore. See, like I have a conveyor that pumps from there and here onto one belt so that it feeds into here for storage in case there's a backup. And then it feeds into this conveyor. This is an assembler, which is later on in the game. Or a foundry, excuse me. It combines 2 resources into an alloy, so that's how I get my steel. And then I pump all the steel into a chest for backup, in case of what's going on right now. I haven't used enough steel to warrant any movement. And then when I get to the base, I convert these steel ingots into steel pipes, steel bars, or steel, what the hell were those? These. Steel beams. So down below here is where I'm creating my steel pipes. So I'm doing steel pipes here, which pump up to down there. So that right there, those 4 boxes are full of steel pipes. But this, what you're looking at right now, I've been playing this particular round for 5 days now. Yeah, me too. I've always told my wife I should have been an engineer instead of an IT guy. Because I have so much fun just building stupid shit like this. I mean, it looks chaotic, but I know where everything is. You know? And then my oil, these are all being pumped from 2,500 meters away. Way off in the distance back there. 2,500 meters. See, I haven't been able to kill one of these. I don't think they can be. Would be nice if you could, though. So yeah, my oil gets pumped in from 2,500 meters away. Oh, and it's self-sustaining. Here's the cool thing. Is when you first start, you have to farm like grass and wood, and you turn it into biofuel. So you have to farm that stuff. So like the grass has long grass. Those trees can be cut down for wood. And that's your fuel for the power, the biocells. Then you can get, when you finally get coal, you find a coal mine, have it mine coal, and then feed coal to itself, to its own power plant right there. So it's just one big generator of power, so it's constant. Resources never run out, which is that's probably going to change in the future. But for now, they're saying that it's going to be unlimited. So, and then of course, oil. If you start farming oil, you can do the same thing. As you create a refinery right there with the oil well first, the refinery, then an oil or a fuel generator. Yes, absolutely. So that's the hard part, is like oil, the closest one was 2,500 meters away. So that was a long ass haul. But once I got there, I made sure I had all the resources to build the oil well, which that one is right here, the oil pump. You just have to take those resources down in the bottom right and drop a pump there, then create a refinery right next to it, which will create your fuel, and then you just drop a fuel generator right behind that so that it pumps, refines it, puts it in the generator, which in turn powers the pump and the refinery. So it's a nice big loop. And once that's self-sustaining, you just put in a splitter, like this is running off of a splitter back at the oil pump, and then it just pumps wherever I want the oil to go to. Which for here, it's for plastic and rubber. So these two get refined. So this is generating all my plastic, and this is generating all my rubber. But once you combine all that, you never have to worry again. So like right now, I'm generating 801.2 megawatts of power, and I'm only requiring about 600-ish. But that's actually pretty low right now because I've got stuff that's not being generated, like resources that are full. And what that does is it shuts off those particular factories. So if everything were to start up at the same time right now, I'd probably lose power. Well, yeah. Well, the nuclear power on this one I haven't even tried yet. That's brand new. So the first thing I did was created the train, which, by the way, it's still not running. I don't know why it says it can't reach that other side, but I'm probably gonna have to rebuild that particular station. Yeah, I might as well do that now then. I have a feeling that's what it is that it's bugged earlier. These trains are quick. You have to click up here. Almost done. Alright, it was good talking with you. Thanks for stopping by, and let me know if you get the game. Excellent. And I don't know if you added me on Steam yet, but definitely do. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop and have some dinner as well. It's good chatting with you, man.